from KDVR's News and Technology Center. This is Fox 31 News at 9 o'clock.
Some students at DU on edge tonight.
Just weird when something like this comes around.
What has them scared and what police are doing about it.
More pumped up prices at the pumps.
Over $3. It's just crazy.
How Colorado lawmakers are trying to help tonight.
And a Colorado mayor caught up in a prostitution bust. Will he step down? Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Libby Weaver.
And I'm Ron Zappolo. A Fox alert tonight. One man seriously injured after a fight near 26th and Welton in 5 Points. Light rail in the area being shut down as we speak, and RTD buses are being called in to transport as many as 20 witnesses. It all started after a large fight. When police arrived, the crowd dispersed. One man showed up at a hospital in a private vehicle. We do have a crew on the scene, and we'll bring you more information as it becomes available. The mayor of Federal Heights asked to resign tonight.
The call coming just days after a raid at a strip club where the mayor was moonlighting as a doorman. The weekend raid at the Bear Essence Strip Club on 84th and Umatilla leading to charges against 10 people. Fox 31's John Bowman is live in Federal Heights tonight where the city council is meeting about that raid. John?
Well, Libby, the mayor wasn't among those arrested, but the bust has cost him his job at the Bear Essence Strip Club. As for his mayoral duties, well, as of tonight, those have been put on hold as well.
He needs to get out of office.
Sharon Richardson, a longtime political opponent of Federal Heights Mayor Dale Sparks.
When you work for the people of a city, you're supposed to look at the best interest of the city. He's not doing that.
What Sparks is doing is stepping down from his mayor's post until the strip club case gets its day in court.
I will not resign my position as mayor of Federal Heights.
This weekend, Sparks was on the door at Bear Essence when police busted the strip club for prostitution. 10 warrants, 7 arrests. They include the owner, DJ, and 5 dancers, 2 for having sex for money. The mayor on Good Day, Colorado today and tonight, after recusing himself from city government, still says he knew nothing about sex in the private rooms at Bear Essence.
Bottom line is, I can look right into this camera with a straight face and say that I had no involvement in that. I did not know about it. And if it's proven factual, they don't deserve to be in our city.
Well, a tentative date for the strip club in court, June 21st. The mayor says he will be off the job until at least that time. Libby?
Fox 31's John Bowman live in Federal Heights tonight.
Well, a big dip in the temperatures today, translating into a big chill tonight. Now, if your yard is blooming, you may need to cover up those plants. Meteorologist Chris Tomer is on the weather deck with more on just how low the temperatures will drop tonight. Chris?
Well, Ron, definitely cover up any plants that you may have already put in the outdoors. We're headed sub-freezing tonight, and here's why. Storm system is departing. There goes the low. Jet streams cruising in with cooler air, and that means 28 here tonight in the city, and that's going to be the coldest night here in 11 nights, but we're not safe yet. There will be another night this week of sub-freezing temperatures. I'll tell you when that's going to happen, and I'm also going to have the dates of when it will eventually be safe to plant things here. A little hint, not till May. We'll talk more about that coming up at 9:15, Ron.
Okay, Chris Tomer on the weather deck. We'll get back with Chris in just a few minutes. A train car fire flares up for a second time. Sky Fox over the smoldering rail cars this afternoon near the town of Meade. The cars loaded with mulch caught fire yesterday near Johnstown in the dry and windy conditions. The train was moved today and shortly after the cargo reignited. At this hour, firefighters are still working to contain the smoldering mulch.
4 arrests tonight in connection to a deadly stabbing, and police believe more suspects could be out there. Ana Mazones was arrested. Oscar Lozano, David Rodriguez, and Joseph Rodriguez picked up today. All 4 facing charges in the death of a teenager. 17-year-old Martin Garcia was found beaten and stabbed to death Sunday in Longmont. Police say that the attack was gang-related, but Garcia's family tells Fox 31 he had left that life behind with the birth of his son 3 months ago. The man accused of breaking into the home of Denver Police Chief Jerry Whitman will spend the next 6 years behind bars. Peter Lewis was sentenced today. In November, he broke into the chief's home and made off with his gun and other items. A Denver man convicted of molesting young children will spend 10 years in prison. Erasmo Maldonado was accused of sexually assaulting boys and girls between the ages of 5 and 13 in 2004. It was not Maldonado's first offense.
The reward is doubled tonight for information leading to the arrest of 3 suspects in connection to 2 sex assaults. Brighton police releasing these sketches of the suspects after 2 women are raped in less than a week. Both attacks happening in the Sugar Creek subdivision. Police have received about 30 tips. The reward now stands at $2,000. Anyone with information should call Brighton police. Aurora police identifying 2 men who were murdered in a Holiday Inn parking lot. Both 27-year-old Kwok Fan and 22-year-old Christopher Lee were shot on Sunday at a Cambodian New Year's celebration. The shooters are still on the loose. Aurora police also releasing the identity of a man found murdered at the Bristol Village complex. 20-year-old Ronaldo Cadigan was found shot to death in his apartment. Police are looking for suspects in this case.
A flasher on the loose at the University of Denver. A man exposing himself near dorms and a sorority house at York and Asbury and Josephine and Evans. Here's Fox 31's Sari Pador.
DU junior Ann Kubley is uneasy.
It's just weird when something like this comes around, especially near a college campus.
Very early Saturday morning, a man is seen exposing himself and touching his genitals while following female students.
That individual then followed 2 members of a sorority to within about 15 or 20 feet of their sorority house, and there was an incident, and they went inside and he fled the scene.
Witnesses say the man, in his late 20s or early 30s, was nude from the waist down and was wearing a blue t-shirt with yellow writing on the front. He was first spotted around Asbury and York, then Josephine and Evans. Campus police have put up these crime alert posters on school buildings, along with tips on how to play it safe, like using one of 80 blue light emergency phones around campus. And campus officials are urging students to use Safe Ride, a free shuttle that runs until 2:30 in the morning if these students feel like they're in danger.
I hate living alone as it is, so that's bad news to hear.
Ann plans to stay at a friend's house until she feels safer. Sari Pador, Fox 31 News.
If you know anything about this man, call police.
Hundreds of stolen credit card receipts recovered in Jefferson County. Police say 23-year-old Brandon McAllister was driving a stolen car. Inside, a loaded gun, various IDs, and those credit card receipts. Police say the receipts were from a courier truck stolen last month while picking up receipts from area merchants, including the Thornton 24-Hour Fitness. Authorities remind everyone to check monthly statements carefully. An Arvada woman dies in a 1-car accident on Highway 36 in Boulder. Skyfox overhead, where 53-year-old Tongan Senorith ran off the road and into a ditch. She was not wearing a seatbelt.
Had the driver been seatbelted in, it would have kept the driver down away from the impact with the wall. Maybe it would have been a serious injury accident.
The accident happened about 4:30 this morning. Westbound traffic was tied up for hours. We're told St. North was on her way to work as a janitor at CU, where she's worked for more than 20 years.
The driver killed in an accident on Highway 66 in Weld County is identified as 73-year-old Harlan Fletcher. Fletcher's truck colliding head-on with a car carrying a father and his 2 kids. The father and teenage son suffering serious injuries. His 7-year-old daughter suffering minor injuries. And doctors say the 7-year-old boy attacked near Boulder by a mountain lion will make a full recovery. Sheer Feldman was hiking with his family on Flagstaff Mountain last weekend when the 80-pound cat attacked. The boy suffered a broken jaw and bites to his head, but his family scared the animal off. It was found and killed on Sunday. At the Capitol tonight, unacceptable. That's the word being used tonight to describe Colorado's troubled welfare computer system. The latest state audit shows it's still making too many errors and may force the state to return millions in overpayments to the government. The welfare computer system went online in September 2004 and was quickly blamed for a backlog of nearly 30,000 cases.
State Republicans say time is running out for immigration legislation, and they're blaming Democrats for bottling up bills aimed at cracking down on undocumented aliens.
In addition to that, with 3 weeks left in the legislative session, we're calling on all Coloradans to join us in our efforts to effect some meaningful change here in the state of Colorado Thanks.
Only 5 of 14 proposals are left, including making it a felony to engage in human trafficking. Immigration reform behind another planned student walkout tomorrow. Hundreds of kids expected to march on the state capitol to support the human rights of immigrants. Good Day Colorado devoting an hour of tomorrow morning's show to immigration. Steve Kelly hosting a roundtable discussion with experts, including Congressman Tom Tancredo. You can take part, too, by phone, email, or going to the live Fox focus group at the Peaberry Coffee Shop on 2nd and St. Paul in Cherry Creek. That's Good Day Colorado tomorrow morning starting at 5 a.m. The forum starts at 8.
A brutal beating outside a Vegas casino is caught on camera.
The man attacked by more than a dozen people. What they took and what happened to the man.
2 Duke lacrosse players arrested for allegedly raping a woman, while police say their investigation is not over.
I couldn't believe it. It's over $3. It's just crazy.
It is. Gas prices could be on their way to a new all-time high at 9:30. How Colorado lawmakers are trying to help tonight.
And a simple scrap of paper could reveal your identity and a whole lot more at 9:45, how it's being done and who's doing it.
Stay tuned on this Tuesday night in the Rockies. You're watching Fox 31 News at 9 o'clock.
It's a condition that has become all too common. People whose visit to a car dealership has left them unable to trust. But there is hope for the trust impaired. Thanks to breakthrough advances in customer service, Stevenson Automotive is helping people just like you learn to trust again. Stevenson, where satisfaction comes standard.
Want something to love? Come to Qdoba Mexican Grill. No boring Spanish rice and refried beans. Just hundreds of unique flavors all made fast, fresh, and right in front of you. Qdoba Mexican Grill. What are you going to love at Qdoba?
Go beyond the carrier stores and save money too at Car Toys during our 19th birthday bash. Great deals on all the hot new phones. Fast pricing makes it easy to upgrade. Choose from razors and slivers or camera and Bluetooth phones. During the birthday bash at Car Toys, a singular wireless authorized dealer. Get the best price in town on the Motorola Sliver with camera, iTunes, and Bluetooth. Only $99.95. Hurry, Car Toys 19th birthday bash. Car Toys, a better way to go.
The 2006 Jeep Liberty has a lot more to offer than just powerful four-wheel drive capability, like a powerful V6, air conditioning, 6-speaker stereo with AM/FM CD player, and power windows and doors. Now, qualified returning Daimler Chrysler lessees can lease a Liberty Sport for just $199 a month. Get all the capability and features you want. See your Chrysler and Jeep dealers today.
And now, your Fox 31 on-target forecast with meteorologist Chris Tomer.
Certainly an abrupt change today. The storm system that brought us the change also brought a lot of wind. This video from our Western Slope newsroom in Grand Junction, blowing siding off, roofs off, and ripping up big trees that have been there for a while. 56-mile-per-hour wind gusts recorded at Walker Field. You can see the flags blowing there. They had a freeze warning last night. They have a freeze warning again there in Grand Junction tonight. It was 27 there this morning. Very similar conditions you'll find tomorrow morning as well. The winds have certainly lightened up considerably now, with single digits showing up across the Western Slope. As high as a sustained wind as 10 miles per hour. Certainly nothing to write home about there. Nor here. The winds have really come down nicely. We were fighting them this morning and certainly yesterday, but these numbers are all headed in the right direction. 28 here tonight. So when you wake up tomorrow morning, we'll probably have 2 hours or less where we will sit in the upper 20s. So just remember that. Cover the plants up. This, again, the coldest night in 11 nights. Okay, here's the timeline. Just so you're safe. It's okay to plant pansies and primrose right now, but you're going to have to wait until mid-May to start the vegetable garden. Now, historically, May 5th is the safe time, but over the last just 8 years, it looks like mid to late May has been the safe time. So you might want to wait until mid-May to do that. And snow and frost also possible well into May. We've had snow here into early June, so keep that in mind. Time lapse today. We sort of started out with some sun, and then we kind of clouded up. This from Lookout Mountain. And then towards this evening, the clouds were drawing back to the east, and the sunshine came out, setting us up for a very nice evening. It does look sunny here tomorrow. 53 our high today. That's 30 degrees colder than our record high of 83 yesterday. Here's the storm system pulling away, kind of sluggish to leaving some clouds in the northern mountains. This futurecast shows the snow right now, but eventually that gets eaten up as we move into time with high pressure sliding in here. That brings in drier air, compresses the air, and takes away all the moisture. This into the future, 10 p.m. tomorrow. Everybody's looking good under clear skies. Highs tomorrow across the western slope from the 40s to the 60s, 60 in Grand Junction, mid-50s in Gunnison, 40 in Leadville, Eastern Plains, southeast Colorado, back to the 60s, and we're headed to near 60 across most areas of I-25. 60 degrees, our high in Denver here tomorrow, and not as windy. We have seen those winds come down in speed today, and your Fox 5-day forecast shows incredible weather. Ron and Libby by Friday and Saturday with 70s. And
you know what, though, Chris? I didn't think today was all that bad. I kind of like a brisk, clear day.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Brisk, crisp, and yeah, we dropped some, a few degrees, but it still felt pretty good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
A Fox Alert now, more information on a fight tonight in 5 Points near 26th and Welton. Tammy Behill is there live. Tammy?
Libby, a 2-block stretch here on Wilton is shut down from 25th to 27th. As you can see, the light rail is also shut down. Now, the commotion here started at about 8 tonight. There was a fight on the corner of 26th and Welton. That's about a block up. Police say one man was beat up very badly. He has injuries that are life-threatening. We are told he was taken to Denver Health Medical Center by a private car. Police say he was beaten up with a lead pipe, and there is a suspect in custody. Now, police have rounded up all the witnesses together, and they will be transporting them to the Denver Police Headquarters by bus. We will keep you posted on any more developments here. Libby?
Okay, Tammy Behill live tonight in Denver.
A Las Vegas casino worker is badly beaten, and it's all caught on camera. Now, take a look. You can see several men and women beating the man in the MGM Grand parking lot. Police say the worker called for backup when he saw a group of about 15 people acting strangely. That's when the suspects attacked him and stole his cell phone. Incredibly, the man was able to walk away, only suffering a broken jaw and collarbone.
We've all seen our fair share of fights. We've all seen our fair share of robberies and other incidents of a similar nature over the years. But I have to tell you, from my perspective, this is not an everyday occurrence, and this is truly egregious.
If caught, the suspects could also be charged with robbery.
2 Duke University lacrosse players are free on bond tonight after being charged with raping a woman hired to dance at an off-campus party. The arrest coming more than a month after the alleged crime. 19-year-old Colin Finnerty appeared in court this morning in North Carolina. An old neighbor of his back home in Long Island can't believe what Finnerty is charged with.
It's very shocking. My wife was crying this morning. It should never happen. Just a good kid. 20-year-old
Reed Seligman waived his right to appear in court, but his lawyers say they are already fighting to clear his name.
It's hard to put in words the unfairness and the injustice of this indictment. We look forward to showing that he is absolutely innocent as soon as we can.
Both members of the Duke University lacrosse team were arrested and charged today with rape and kidnapping. Their accuser is a woman hired as a dancer at a team party last month. Her cousin believes the media portrayal of this case has been misleading.
For a long time, they were just saying a stripper or an escort, and they weren't saying a human, a mother, a student, and that's what she is.
Sources close to the investigation say the defense will present evidence that neither of the defendants were at the team party at the time it is alleged a rape took place. Now, the district attorney says authorities are still trying to determine the identity of a third suspect.
A workplace shooting in suburban St. Louis leaves 4 people dead. A man killing his estranged wife and 2 former co-workers before turning the gun on himself. Some of the workers at the catering company where he went on his rampage confirm the man had been fired.
Stood over somebody's body and fired 3 or 4 times. I mean, shots after shots after shots, like he's reloading. It's just terrible.
Police say the gunman was overheard inside a Walmart store bragging about the planned shooting. 2 additional workers were wounded and are in a hospital tonight. 2 Missouri teens under arrest tonight for planning a Columbine-style school attack. Police charging the pair of 17-year-olds with making a terrorist threat. They allegedly told classmates they were plotting to plant explosives at the high school and bring weapons into the building. They had specific targets, including students, teachers, and an assistant principal. A new link tonight between your kid's weight and how much sleep they get. Turns out if they don't get enough, they could be fat. How much sleep should your kid get every night?
And smoke and flames filling the sky over Phoenix. Coming up, what causes this massive blaze to break out?
I'm Good Day Colorado's Shawl Turner. Be a part of the Fox 31 Focus Group. By joining, you can win fantastic prizes, get exclusive offers. You can even be on live TV. Log on to fox31.com and click on the Fox 31 Focus Group icon to sign up. All your information will be kept private. Join the Fox 31 Focus Group and start winning.
The legendary Rod Stewart performs, plus your voting results live. Who will survive? The American Idol Results Show.
Wednesday night at 8 on Fox 31.
Fox 31 On Target Weather, brought to you by Vitamin Cottage, where healthy doesn't have to be expensive.
Look at this. Look at this. It's huge. I'm going in. These are not vitamins. They're organic bananas. Woman, these are not vitamins, and this is not a cottage.
When Mom and Dad founded Vitamin Cottage in 1955, it really was a cottage. Today, we're everything you'd want in a grocery store. And we still have the best selection of vitamins in Colorado, all at reasonable prices. So stop by today. You'll be pleasantly surprised.
Won't you be good to yourself? And don't you feel like coming home? Because you need a place to stay. You better believe what I tell you, 'cause you're coming home. And won't you bring light to my day? It'll be cool. It'll be like coming home.
In this modern world of super technology, you know what really gets under my skin? When a wireless network. So I switched to Singular's all-over network, the network with the fewest drop calls. And Singular didn't say that. The leading independent research company proved it. So if you keep... and get Singular.
Singular, with the fewest drop calls, raising the bar.
Now is the time to join the Planet Hyundai Challenge. We want you to compare the Hyundai Challenge to our competition.
Now get up to 30% off a V6 Sonata. That's over $6,500 off MSRP. Take the challenge. See for yourself how Hyundai offers a better value.
All of our Hyundais are backed by the Hyundai Advantage, America's best warranty. All new and used vehicles are backed by Planet Hyundai's 5-day, 250-mile money-back guarantee. It's like a 5-day test drive. Planet Hyundai, still the best selection and the lowest prices on the planet. Call 888-PLANET H.
In tonight's Spotlight on Health, kids who don't get enough sleep run a higher risk of getting fat. Researchers finding a lack of sleep lowers the level of leptin, a hormone that stimulates metabolism and decreases hunger. Children who slept less than 10 hours a night were at higher risk of being overweight than those who slept 12 hours or more. If you want to avoid developing Alzheimer's, eat like a European. A new study finds the so-called Mediterranean diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, and grains, may cut Alzheimer's risk by as much as 40%. Researchers followed a group of 2,000 people over 4 years.
Our look across America begins with a brush fire jumping a busy highway in Florida. The fire in Broward County shut down part of the Florida Turnpike. Now, homes or businesses were threatened. However, traffic was backed up for miles. Tonight, the cause of that fire is being investigated. Another fire, this one at a salvage yard in Phoenix. Nearly 100 firefighters on scene battling the massive blaze that sent thick black smoke into the air. It started when an oil tanker truck caught on fire. The driver of an 18-wheeler loses control, taking out a row of cars before slamming into a sandwich shop in Tampa, Florida. Both the sandwich shop and a donut shop next door were badly damaged. At least one person was also hurt. And in just a matter of seconds, a landmark bridge in Rhode Island is no more. It took 75 pounds of explosives to blow the Jamestown Bridge to pieces, sending it 135 feet into the water below. The bridge was closed in 1992 when a newer bridge was opened right beside it. Well, the price of gas could hit an all-time high.
I couldn't believe it. It's over $3. It's just crazy.
Well, now Colorado lawmakers trying to alleviate the pain at the pump. What they're doing that could help you this summer.
And your every step being watched. Coming up, how New Yorkers are reacting to hundreds of security cameras going up across the city.
The new Dodge Caliber. It's anything but cute. Now qualified lessees can lease an all-new 2007 Dodge Caliber SE for just $199 a month. Offer ends May 1st.
In the search to find her daughter,
Christopher, Sharon's gone.
a mother will open the doorway
I don't know what's happening. Do you know what's going on here?
between our world
I'm trying to find my wife.
and the next.
She looks exactly like Sharon. Why?
Silent Hill.
Who are you?
I am the Reaper. Rated R. Opens everywhere Friday.
At Woodley's Fine Furniture, we understand for first-time buyers, purchasing furniture can be intimidating. So when you find furniture that's reasonably priced, that's good. When that furniture has financing to make your purchase easier, that's better. And when that furniture is backed by the quality and reputation of Woodley's, that's the best. At Woodley's, we have a wide selection of furnishings to fit most budgets, and our quality is second to none. Visit a Woodley showroom during our Good, Better, Best sale and save.
To celebrate 50 years of building homes in Colorado, we're taking a look at some trends that haven't lasted that long. Anything come to mind?
No, nothing comes to mind.
No.
Don't miss the Great American Home Swap. Buy a new home and we'll list your old home free. Visit drhortoncolorado.com for details.
John Elway gave you a better no-hassle way to buy a car. ElwayDealers.com gave you a better website to get the information you need. We gave you a better choice of vehicles, 16 John Elway locations. And now we're giving you a better way to save. The John Elway Trade-In Sale. Up to 110% of book value for any trade toward any new vehicle. You could get more for your trade than you'll pay for a new one. John Elway! John Elway. Not just bigger, better.
It's 9:30, and Fox 31 News continues.
Oil prices hit an all-time high on world markets, closing over $71 a barrel, giving way to fears of gas prices going even higher. Well, they're already topping $3 a gallon at some Metro Denver stations.
But one lawmaker is proposing a reprieve for drivers, suspending the state gas tax temporarily. Fox 31's Tammy Vigil says it could save drivers in the short term, but cost them in the long run.
The cost of driving is driving some people mad.
I couldn't believe it. It's over $3. It's just crazy.
Gas prices are rising, but a bill at the Capitol would allow the state to temporarily drop them.
They could waive 3 cents per gallon or 22 cents.
Lawmakers could eliminate the state gas tax of 22 cents or a portion of it for up to 3 months.
The state gas tax is the primary source of revenue for CDOT.
But CDOT says eliminating the tax for 90 days would cost it nearly $70 million and only save the average driver about $42.
That would include potentially our whole snow and ice budget for a season, or the ability to build 3 interchanges that last 25 years, or resurface more than 60 miles of highway to last a decade.
Voters would have the ultimate say in November, but already their opinions are split.
I think we need more of that so we can afford the gas.
As much as I would like to have a break on the gas prices, I still see the taxes being used for infrastructure as important.
CDOT says it's not the only entity that would lose money. Counties would lose more than $25 million. Cities would lose $19.5 million. And the State Patrol and Ports of Entry would lose $22.7 million.
A public presidential endorsement for embattled Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld. Mr. Bush standing behind Rumsfeld, and Rumsfeld again reiterating he's not leaving unless the president tells him to. He says the president needs him now more than ever.
The president knows, as I know, that there are no indispensable men. The graveyards of the world are filled with indispensable people, quote unquote. No, he knows that I serve at his pleasure, and that's that.
Several generals have been calling for Rumsfeld's resignation over what they call mishandling of the war in Iraq. Meanwhile, in Iraq, the violence rages on. 2 civilians are killed and 20 others injured after terrorists target a popular Baghdad coffee shop. The blast caused heavy damage to the surrounding neighborhood. Just yesterday, dozens of terrorists battled Iraqi troops in that same area. 5 militants were killed. And in Ramadi, U.S. troops fight off an insurgent assault on several U.S. Marine positions with car bombs and rocket-propelled grenades. Their main target, which they failed to reach, was a government building. No U.S. soldiers were killed, but at least 3 terrorists died in that attack. Well, the tension appears to be escalating over Iran's refusal to stop enriching uranium.
That leads off our World Wrap tonight at an armed forces parade. Today, Iran's president told his troops that the country would cut off the hand of any aggressor and that the military must be ready with the most modern technology. The U.S., among other countries, is accusing Iran of producing nuclear weapons. Iran claims it is building nuclear facilities to generate electricity. In southeastern Afghanistan, a U.S. convoy injures a group of civilians. Police say they opened fire on cars that ignored a command to stop. A newborn and her mother were among those wounded. In the same area, U.S. soldiers killed 5 militants during a large-scale operation targeting the Taliban. Israelis and Palestinians hold funerals today after a bomb attack and military assault in Tel Aviv. 9 Israelis died when an 18-year-old blew himself up outside a restaurant. Palestinians in the Gaza Strip mourned a man killed by Israeli artillery fire yesterday.
A huge protest over the verdict in a police beating case. 3 former Milwaukee officers found not guilty last week in the 2004 beating of a biracial man. Today, hundreds of protesters marched from the county courthouse to the city's federal court, waving signs reading, "Cops equal killers, judges equal bigots, juries equal racists." In New York City, police launched an ambitious plan to tackle street crime and terrorism. Video cameras now peer down from lamp posts about 30 feet above the sidewalk. They're the first installment of a program to place 500 cameras throughout the city at a cost of $9 million.
When is it going to stop? I put up a camera here. What's next? In my bedroom? On the roofs? And you got to have things to treat people correctly. And if you have jobs and you have a neighborhood that runs good, that the people in the community stay together, there's no need for cameras.
Well, along with New York, Chicago, Philadelphia, and London have increasingly relied on video surveillance. What can a simple piece of paper say about you?
They know too much as it is.
Well, some are worried it could reveal your most private information. How is it being done and just who's doing it?
And the smiley face is getting the axe from Walmart. Next, who's taking its place in television advertisements.
And a Colorado Powerball ticket worth nearly $1 million had until last night to be claimed. Coming up, did anyone come forward before that deadline?
Doctor, huh? Hey, what do you think? Fungus?
No, a weed. At Lawn Doctor, our trained specialists focus on one thing: keeping your lawn healthy for life.
Call 1-800-4-LAWN-DOCTOR today for a free evaluation.
This is the 2006 Lincoln Navigator, the first 8-passenger luxury SUV to offer power folding third-row seats, power liftgate, and power running boards. Plus, the first one to offer climate-controlled front seats. Now, get the 2006 Lincoln Navigator for 0% financing for 72 months, plus $1,500 cash back. Lincoln. Reach higher.
And the fresh grilled salmon.
And for you? I'll have the Caesar salad dressing on the side. Not too many croutons, but not too few. 5 is good. And the chicken marsala with the creamy lemon butter sauce instead of the marsala. And the grilled vegetables, but not grilled, sautéed, with lemon. Did you get all that? Oh, absolutely. Great. It's the Ludwigs.
At Carrabba's, we don't just know Italian, we know people who love Italian. So everything is made to order and served just the way you like it. Carrabba's Italian Grill. People are our specialty.
When Renee and Muffy won the local dog show, they got a ribbon. When she won Miss Pork Product, she got a tiara. But when she won at Fortune Valley, well, you know, winning money is a definite perk of adulthood. Get yours. Win with our free daily slot tournaments. Ah, the perks of adulthood. Fortune Valley Hotel and Casino.
Sprint's been working hard to build a network with signal strength so powerful you can make calls, check email, even watch live TV. And now we've added cell sites across the Denver area, from Boulder to Highlands Ranch and beyond. Sprint, now the best coverage in Denver. Coverage where you need it and more, with a 14-day risk-free guarantee. Switch to Sprint now, get the A560 for $19.99. Sprint.
Zip around in a 2006 Mazda 3 automatic for just $199 per month. Roll into McDonald Mazda for a test drive today. McDonald Mazda, find your drive.
In tonight's Spotlight on Business, Colorado winemakers are applauding the governor's decision to sign a bill allowing them to ship directly to consumers. The newly signed legislation allows local growers to ship to states where they were previously banned and for out-of-state wineries to ship to Colorado. The law brings Colorado in line with a Supreme Court ruling that says out-of-state wineries must sell through retailers.
Walmart wiping the smile off its ads. The familiar smiley face is being mothballed by the retail giant in favor of celebrities and actors. This price-slashing happy face has been the icon of Walmart for the past 11 years. Well, the Denver Fire Department giving out a rare award tonight.
The department honoring Clint Kell for his courage and life-saving efforts in the rescue of a dog attack victim. Last month, Kell saw 2 boxers attacking 76-year-old May Butts. He beat the dog's offer, then gave Butts first aid until fire crews arrived.
I didn't think twice about it. I just reacted. Hopefully somebody would do the same thing for me if I was in that situation.
That's well done. Butts couldn't attend the ceremony. She's still recovering from the attack.
$850,000 goes unclaimed. Last night was the last chance for one lucky person to claim the Powerball jackpot, but didn't happen. The winning ticket was bought in Littleton last October 19th. Well, we continue to follow breaking news tonight.
A beating near 5 Points, leaving one man seriously injured. We'll have a live update coming up.
Also, your every move could be tracked without your knowledge.
Turns out your pamphlets or leaflets at home may not even be private. How anyone from the government to private individuals could be tracking your every move.
And this little guy may look familiar. We first showed you him a few nights ago. Well, coming up, why he's still looking for a home and how you can get him. But first, here's Your World with Neil Cavuto.
Well, a better day for stocks, but more pain at the pump. The Dow soaring nearly 195 points. The Nasdaq jumping almost 45. All this as the Fed signals 2 years of rate hikes may soon be coming to an end. Oil prices still spiking, crude topping 71 bucks a barrel for the first time ever. And New York Senator Chuck Schumer is calling for an investigation into that rise in the oil industry. Schumer accusing oil companies of driving gas prices higher. Meanwhile, a revamped Ken doll may be giving Barbie a boost. Mattel saying that U.S. sales climbed 1% in the latest quarter. That reverses an 18% drop. Black-owned businesses growing by leaps and bounds. The Census Bureau says that between 1997 and 2002, black-owned business grew by 45%. And after the bell, Yahoo posting quarterly earnings that met estimates. Sales were up 34% in the latest quarter. That's business. I'm Neil Cavuto.
Tonight's business report was brought to you by Visa. Visa helps make businesses of any size more efficient. Your business is your life. Life takes Visa.
Tomorrow morning on a special Good Day Colorado, the fight over immigration heats up. Congressman Tom Tancredo takes on his critics in a full-hour debate. Live in our studio, from education to health care, are illegals draining America's resources or keeping our economy afloat? We're hitting the immigration issue from all sides. Tomorrow morning on Fox 31's Good Day Colorado.
The legendary Rod Stewart performs, plus your voting results live. Who will survive? The American Idol Results Show.
Wednesday night at 8 on Fox 31.
We gotta be more efficient. What would Shuford do?
We gotta think big. What would Carter Litwin do?
What would Watkins Worldwide do?
We've got to be more nimble. What would those guys at Hornstein do?
Visa helps make businesses of any size more efficient. Whether your company's big, I got it, or just your ideas are. Your business is your life. Life takes Visa.
We think winning deserves a little celebration, because what's good for us is great for you. The Great For You celebration is going on now. For a limited time, get special APR financing.
Now you can get a lot more phone service with a whole lot of savings. Comcast Digital Voice gives you 12 popular calling features plus voicemail and unlimited local and long distance, all starting at just $39.95 a month. That's big savings for you. It's Comcastic.
Days are longer, seeing old friends. So good to feel the sunshine again. Hazy days, warm summer nights, clear blue skies make me feel alright. Save big on the newest styles. Take 25 to 50% off store-wide and use your shopping pass for even more savings at the birthday sale, starting tomorrow at Foley's.
Something special has arrived. The F-150 Chrome Edition. With matching down of up to $1,000. Lease a 2006 Chrome Edition F-150 Super Cab 4x4 for just $259 a month. Only at your Rocky Mountain Ford stores.
A Fox alert in Denver tonight. More on a fight in 5 Points near 26th and Welton. Tammy Vigil is there live. Tammy.
Libby, we have some new information on that vicious fight that broke out about a block up from here at 26th and Welton. Police have put up red police tape. We are told that means that someone has died, and that person may very well be the man who was very seriously injured in that fight. Police say he was beaten with a metal pipe. He was then taken by car, we are told, to Denver Health Medical Center. Police have not confirmed, though, if he is the person who has died. Now, a suspect is in custody. Police have also transported about 24 witnesses by bus to Denver Police Headquarters to interview all of them. Now, apparently this fight broke out in front of an Alcoholics Anonymous building. That's about a block north of here. And as you can see, the Welton is still shut down for 2 blocks, along with the light rail service in this area. We will have the latest on Good Day Colorado tomorrow morning starting at 5. Ron and Libby?
Tammy Vigil live tonight in Denver. Well, you met him a few nights ago, a little puppy named Gumby Sprockets.
He's a 12-week-old Maltese poodle mix born without hips. Now he has a wheelchair to help him get around, but he's still looking for a home. Planned Pethood says they've received a lot of calls about Gumby.
Look at Gumby go.
Let him go. But want to make sure he goes to someone who can take care of him properly.
Oh, come
Gumby's
on.
quick.
Ah.
Hey, you've heard it here first. The cow parade is coming to Denver. About 100 cows painted by local artists will be on display downtown. The cow parade has toured all across the country, and this is the only stop in Denver. You can see the cows starting July 22nd through the end of October.
That's actually pretty neat.
Yeah,
I lived in Chicago when they did that there, and they were really spectacular, so look forward to seeing that.
Pretty neat stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Mark that down on your calendar.
Yeah.
And things are only going to get better around here, apparently.
Good.
Yeah, the sunshine.
We can't get here soon enough, huh?
Who cares about a 30-degree temperature drop? It's out the window now. I mean, if you were out today, this shot by photographer Chris Chalene, the Auraria campus. A good day to be out walking with a light sweater. You won't need it tomorrow, though. It looks like temperatures will approach 60 here across most areas of the Front Range. Temperatures are falling through the 30s right now, headed towards the upper 20s. Now, this is not the graphic that we wanted. I can tell you that temperatures will fall through the 20s tonight, eventually warming to near 60 degrees tomorrow. Guys, just come right back to me. We're not going to get to the right graphic here. 5-day forecast includes a lot of 70s, though, by the weekend. That's the good news.
That's the good news.
That's the key thing. Everybody, don't need
We're
a
looking
graphic.
forward to a nice weekend. As I said, can't get here soon enough. Thanks, Chris. Well, from the National Security Administration allegedly listening in on conversations to cell phone and credit card tracking, prying eyes are learning more about your daily routine.
Now, even your documents, pamphlets, or leaflets aren't anonymous and can be traced back to you. Fox 31's troubleshooter Tom Martino reports.
You could call it the mother of all paper trails. The ability to take a piece of paper and track it back to the copier or printer it was printed on.
Some things that should be sacred. They should know everything, you know. They know too much as it is.
Major copier manufacturers, including Canon and Xerox, are helping the U.S. government track paper copies. Computer chips are implanted in the copiers that print a near-invisible code, actually a pattern of dots, on every sheet of paper. It shows exactly where the copy was made, right down to the serial number on the machine. A San Francisco-based electronic watchdog group claims to have cracked the code for Xerox copiers, so we put it to the test. To the naked eye, the dots forming the code are invisible, but under a strong LED light, the pattern of dots appears. We entered this pattern into the code-breaking website, and it worked. It showed us the exact make and model of the copier and the time and date they were made. This is something the government has been doing for 10 years, according to Xerox. The original purpose of this technology was to track counterfeit money back to its source. But is that all it's being used for today?
Privacy concerns have a lot to do with the fact that this sort of activity isn't regulated in any way, shape, or form.
Marcia Hoffman believes the government is using the technology for criminal and terrorism investigation.
This is one of these freedoms on which our country has been founded. And to think that the government would have the ability to identify somebody who expresses an opinion that it doesn't like by tracing the printout back to the author is definitely a great concern.
I'm troubleshooter Tom Martino, Fox 31 News.
The Secret Service spokesman says they have worked with other government agencies and industry partners to prevent counterfeiting, but when asked if the Secret Service uses the copier codes for any other purpose, he replied, "We do not." Now, Xerox claims it does not routinely share any information about its customers, but will assist investigating agencies when asked.
And the love whose burning light will warm the winter's night, that's all.
Recognize him?
Yeah.
Ace, sporting a new look tonight. 7 finalists singing classic songs with the help of music legend Rod Stewart. Colorado's own, you see him right there, Ace Young singing Sporting a New Look. Kind of go with the classics.
If I came in tomorrow with my hair pulled back in a ponytail,
I would laugh hysterically.
I don't think they'd go for it. Maybe I'll do it.
But it'd be funny. 11 days and counting. That's how long you have to bid on. See, I pulled mine back. You're laughing at me all night.
I noticed that.
Okay. Anyway, that's how long you have to bid on some fabulous masks being auctioned off at this year's Mask Project.
The Mask Project benefits Hospice in Metro Denver. Each mask is decorated by someone in our community or someone famous. This one from the Blues Brothers, Dan Aykroyd and Jim Belushi. Now, if you're interested in bidding on this mask or any other one, you can go to our website at www.fox31news.com and click on the Mask Project icon. Bids will be taken through April 28th. Fox 31, a proud sponsor of the Mask Project.
That'd be a fun one to have in your house,
that would be.
Yeah.
Hey, stop the presses. Congratulations in order for Mr. and Miss Tomcat, a spokesman for Tom Cruise, confirming tonight that Cruise and fiancée Katie Holmes had a baby girl today. The baby, named Surrey, weighs 7 pounds, 7 ounces, and measures 20 inches long, both mother and baby, doing well tonight. Now, I assume it was very quiet and peaceful
Apparently
when
there's
Surrey
no
was born,
talking.
right?
I think there's no talking.
Like, even if she's, like, needs some pain medication? Does she have to whisper it? Tom, please.
You're asking me.
I don't know.
I hardly think
I don't know
she
much
whispered.
about Scientology. I wouldn't think they would whisper.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, who are the Nuggets going to get in the opening round of the playoffs? Eric has your answer.
And we've got some painful big video. That's next.
Closed captioning of Fox 31 News, brought to you by Cadillac and the STS, with available performance-tuned all-wheel drive. Breakthrough.
There's an agent who wants to help assassinate the president.
This Friday, being investigated for treason.
I am being framed.
The key to unlocking the conspiracy is the secret he died to protect.
They will kill you.
The Sentinel, rated PG-13.
Quest has a challenge for you. Do the math. Add up what you're spending on high-speed internet, cable TV, home phone, and wireless, and we'll tell you how much you can save by bundling it all with Quest. Call now and get super fast dedicated high-speed internet plus DirecTV service with 100% digital quality picture and sound on every channel, plus digital voice with a local package and unlimited long distance, all for under $97 a month. And you can add nationwide wireless and get it all for just $23 more a month. Get DirecTV service, over 155 channels, including 50 XM satellite radio channels, and you can upgrade to a DirecTV Plus DVR. Bundle with Quest and get these quality products for our best value ever. Bundle it all and save over cable every month. Call Quest today at 1-866-70-VALUE. If you're not bundling with Quest, you may be spending too much. Compare, bundle, and save today. That's our spirit of service.
Don't settle for less. Get $3,500 for your trade from MedBed. If you can push it, pull it, drag it, MedBed will give you $3,500 when you buy any quality pre-owned from MedBed's inventory. And if it's worth more, MedBed will pay you more. $3,500. Only at the home of the original push-puller drag on the I-25 corridor to part the 181 ramp, Castle Rock, and on I-70 in Wheat Ridge. Exit Kipling, exit Ward, but exit the giant MedBed Autoplex.
Subway Restaurants has just created a new steak and cheese sandwich. Don't pinch yourself, you're not dreaming. It's made with tender steak, grilled peppers and onions, smothered in bubbly cheese and toasted to perfection. It's new and great for dinner. Try one today. Subway, eat fresh.
Hey, this is Steve Kelly. Recognize the voice? Come on, sure you do. You listened to me for 2 decades on the radio. Well, in case you've been hiding under a rock, I've got a new gig. Now you can catch me weekday mornings on Fox 31's Good Day Colorado. Yep. I'm doing the TV thing now, weekday mornings from 5 to 9. So come on, give it a listen. I mean, look, Good Day Colorado, only on Fox 31.
Steve Kelly, the voice of morning news, only on Fox 31's Good Day Colorado.
There's something always happening.
This year's edition of the Rockies could be called the Blake Street Bombers, but for different reasons. These Rocks are flat out bombing on Blake Street. Their home record, 2-5. This includes a total of 3 home runs. The way it looks right now, the Rocks need to hit the road quicker than you can say humidor. To course, it's the Rocks against the Padres, top 8. Rocks up 2-1 until this. Matt Holliday, whoops. We're tied up at 2. Same inning, bases loaded, nobody out. Garrett Atkins gets Brian Giles at home. Giles takes out Danny Ardois. This is ruled interference. Now we have a double play. And look at Ardois. He's limping, and this is why, but he's gutty, and he'd stay in the game. Same inning. Bases loaded again. Jose Mesa on, and he gets Ben Johnson inning over. Top of the 11th inning. Same score. How about some defense, and how do you like Corey Sullivan? Smell the glove. Right now, we're in the bottom half of the 11th. We're all knotted up at 2. If the Nuggets need some motivation going into the playoffs, all they need to do is to listen to the talk coming out of tonight's matchup between the Clippers and the Grizzlies. If the Clippers lose, they'll get the Nuggets and the home court advantage during the opening round, said Clippers center Chris Kaman on the situation. Quote, nobody is going to do anything intentional, but right now, The 6th seed looks a lot better than the 5th seed. No kidding. Make no mistake about it. LA was not in it to win it in the first half. They were down 51-33 at the break. Second half, though, Clippers cut the deficit to 3 with under 20 seconds to play. Grizzlies hold on, though, 101-95. This means the Nuggets will get a Clippers team that they've had fits with all season.
We had problems with the Clippers, this year. Twice, once here, twice, they play. So, we got to throw that behind us. And, we got to come in with a whole new approach to the game.
Here's one reason why the Clippers can't wait to play the Nuggets. They not only won the season series, but they also handed the Nuggets a 33-point loss in January, their worst beating in the season. Last time they played, which was earlier this month, Nuggets scored 77 points at the break, held a 20-point halftime lead, and lost. The series starts this weekend in Los Angeles. Thank goodness there's no shootout format in the playoffs. Avs and Stars played 4 games during the regular season. Each team won a contest, and the Stars won a pair of shootouts. The series is expected to start on Friday in Dallas. The Avs' 10-year anniversary is being celebrated with their 25th playoff appearance. This is the most by any team in the NHL during that period. Former Broncos great Dennis Smith and former CU basketball coach Seal Berry are headlining tonight's Colorado Sports Hall of Fame banquet. Jeremy Bloom also being recognized as the Amateur Athlete of the Year. Former CU football star who competed in freestyle skiing at the Winter Olympics is now getting ready for this month's NFL Draft.
The day after the Olympics ended, I was in the gym the next 2 days afterwards, and that was my single focus of getting it. I'm 185 pounds now, and I'm stronger than I've ever been. I feel faster and quicker than I've ever been, and it's an exciting time for me.
All right, time now for big video. Started off in the NBA, Hawks against the Heat. Josh Smith has found a windmill. To baseball, here is your unconventional 1-5-3 put-up. Ron, now I'm looking at you. What do you think of your boy Johnny Damon?
I like this catch.
I like the catch, too. This is why Gary Sheffield is paid to hit. Speaking of hits, bad place to sit if you're a referee. Libby, he'd be okay. Arena League football, the action is off the field. Now it's on the field, and she would be okay. And that is big video. That's what happens when you...
Going. Is anyone helping her?
No. Well, she's on the field. Maybe one of the players
good big video.
You liked it, huh?
We're back with the latest news, traffic, and weather tomorrow at 5 a.m. with Good Day Colorado.
Geraldo's next.
Good night.
Geraldo at large, Utah, abused and forced to share her husband. This new book exposes the dark world of polygamy.
Tonight at 10 on Fox 31.
It's the final days to get great financing from Ford on the best Ford Explorer ever, giving you all the horsepower you want while using less fuel. And it's the safest Explorer ever. Buy a new Ford Explorer today, and for a limited time, get 0% financing for 60 months. But hurry, this offer ends May 1st. Now lease an all-wheel drive Explorer for just $299 a month at your Rocky Mountain Ford stores.
Beyond the carrier stores and save money too at Car Toys during our 19th birthday bash. Great deals on all the hot new phones. Fast pricing makes it easy to upgrade. Choose from razors and slivers or camera and Bluetooth phones. During the birthday bash at Car Toys, a singular wireless authorized dealer. Get the best price in town on the Motorola Sliver with camera, iTunes, and Bluetooth. Only $99.95. Hurry, Car Toys 19th birthday bash.
Car Toys, a better way to go.
It may start with the look. It may start with the sound. It may start with the feel. It may start with the drive. Or it may just start with a great offer. Visit your local authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer for a special lease offer through Mercedes-Benz Financial on the 2006 C230 Sports Sedan. Visit your local authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer today.
I'm Geraldo Rivera, and our team is at large in Durham, North Carolina, where the battle lines are being drawn in what looks like a full-scale legal, emotional, and political war over the arrest of those lacrosse players allegedly involved in that gang rape of a stripper. Even as the players are cuffed, bonded, and slammed with those rape, sex assault, and kidnapping charges, they, in turn, are slinging mud at the purported victim, mocking her story, impeaching her credibility and denying that any rape happened that night inside the lacrosse team's off-campus animal house. Today we'll take